Hey guys, welcome to my video, to my channel On The Go Crochet. So today is day 3 of the 14 Days of Valentine's, and I have today some red heart in a bright pink, and some sparkly white, all red heart. And I think I'll leave it to be a surprise as to what it is. So if you watch this video, you'll get to find out what the surprise is. It's something for my daughter-in-law, as usual. She wants everything crocheted. All right, let's get started. All right, y'all, simple. Just pick you some colors. It doesn't matter what colors for this project. It's something that you like. As many colors as you want. It does not matter. I picked these 3 just for not cause, and because it's Valentine's and I'm doing the 14 Days of Valentine's. The other thing you might need is a button, but you don't have to have one. There are other ways to do a closure. So I'm using, with this red heart yarn, I'm using a 5mm crochet hook, and we're going to get started. I think you're going to love this project. It's everybody's favorite pattern. It's Granny Stitch. And it's just going to be a simple square. And what I love about the Granny Square stitch is it's so mindless and so easy. And I can sit and watch TV and not think about it. I don't even have to count. You know, it's just an automatic 3-stitch, you know. And it's just so easy, and I think that's why everybody loves it so much. But I think you're going to love this project, and I hope you'll stick to the end to see the finished product. We are getting close to being finished.
Did you bring my kindle or I need to get it?
I got a little jumping bean beside me helping me this morning. I have tied my strings in as I went, so I don't have that dreaded chore to do with all my strings at the last minute. All right, I have this done, and just for your future reference, again, I made this with Red Heart yarn. You can do it with other yarns, you just have to measure it out to fit. But if you're using the Red Heart yarn, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, let's see, 8, 9, 10 rows is what I did. I think it's pretty, don't you? And I used the sparkling white, and I really like it. It really sets it off. Okay, so I've got me a long piece of yarn here, and I thread it on my needle. And yes, I could crochet this together, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to just whip stitch it because I don't want it to be any bigger. And if you crochet it together, it's going to make it just a little bit bigger, because I could almost take this last row apart and make it fit, but I don't want to do that. I don't want it to be too tight. So that it doesn't get any bigger, I'm going to stop here. And what I'm going to do is I am going to fold, I'm going to turn it catty corner. The corners are up and down. I'm going to pull this in a little bit. I'm going to bring this up, and I'm going to match them like this. And I'm making essentially a little envelope, okay? And then I'm going to want this to come down a little further. And that little hole right there in the top of that corner is going to make the perfect buttonhole. All right, so let me see here. Do I want to bring this out a little and this up a little more? I could. I think that's what I want to do. Okay, I want the corners all to match. So I'm actually thinking about starting in the corner because I want those corners all to match. So I went in the space of each corner. I'm going to go in the space of this one, go up under my threads, and pull that, lay that down. Let me get another, well, I'll use this one. It's got such a big eye in it, it doesn't take but a second to thread it. All right, now this one that I went in with, I'm gonna go over here, I think. And you can do it anyway. I'm just making this up as I go, y'all. And maybe I'll go under here, under them all. I don't think you're gonna see it that well. So now I want to pull everything snug. Now I guess I should have pulled it as I went because I've got a gap right there that I don't want. Let's see if I can tighten that up, figure out where it's at exactly. Okay, it's right there. So I'm gonna pull that tight. You just figure out what works best for you any old way. Okay, I've got mine tied. So all the corners are tied. I'm gonna kind of open that up and tie it with a knot inside. And I can already know that I didn't do this the best way. But I've got strings on both sides now. So I'm going to sew up this side, and I'm just going to whip stitch it. But I think I want to turn it inside out to do that. So let's turn it inside out. Or is that? Yeah, inside out. My string's out of the way here. All right, and then it doesn't matter which side you whip stitch together. Just match up your stitches. So that's that one. I'm gonna put one here. I'm doing the back loops of each row. And we're just gonna make a giant envelope. And we're gonna put something in it. If you don't want to sew it, then just do you could crochet it together, or you could slip stitch it together. Whatever you want to do. I just chose to do it this way. And give that a little pull. Make sure it's nice and tight. It's my last stitch. I'm gonna tie it off. Weave in my thread. Just do it like this. And I don't know how far along you are in your crochet journey, but when you weave in your ends, you want to go one way and then go back the other way. And you want to try to split stitches when you do that. So you don't want to go under the stitches necessarily, which you can, but if you can split a couple of stitches in your process, that thread's not going to come out. When you go one way and then go back the other way and you split the stitches with your needle, it's not going to come undone. All right, that's one side. Let's do this other side. And we're almost done with this project. Almost, not quite, not quite. Because I'm not really sure. Let's see. We'll go, I think, that's that stitch right there. We have one more little thing to do after we slip stitch this together. It's a quick little project to do and makes a sweet little gift for somebody. The only thing, if it wasn't snowing and it wasn't so cold outside, I would make a special trip to town to get a white button or a pink button or a red button, because I'm gonna have to use this brown one and I just hate it. I just hate it. That's okay. We're gonna make do, because I don't want to get out and go to town in this cold weather. I've already had to get out once and take little Chunk to his daycare so he could play with other kids today. He's been home for a couple of weeks now because of this snow, and he misses his friends. He likes to go to daycare to have other kids to play with. I think it's good for him. All right, let's do this last stitch on the corner. Tie it off. Weave in our end. Just any old way. Actually, I could weave it all the way up to here. No, because I'm going to put the button down there, I think. So let's turn around and go back. And remember to try to split some of those stitches. All right, turn it back out. Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? I think it does. All right. Now, you ready to see what it's for? Because I need to test it. It's for a Kindle. It's a Kindle cover. Slip your Kindle right in there. How nice is that? And then I'm going to fold that all the way down to the bottom. Or to, I think, the pink right here. How snug do I want that to be? I think I'll put my button right here on the pink. And I wonder if my needle will go through this. No, it does not. Let me find a smaller needle. We're going to put it right there. Right there. All right, let's see if I've still got strings attached to this one. We'll get rid of that. Let's see if this needle will go through. Yep, that one goes through. All right. I think this is enough red thread to do it with. All right. We're going to take the Kindle out of the way. We're going to go about right there. Pull that through. And then we're going to tie it on the back. Leave yourself enough tail so you can weave it in a minute. All right. And then we're just going to sew it on like a regular button. I wish I did a crisscross though. Too late now. Well, it's never too late. I could take it out, but we're going to go back up, if I can find the hole. There we go. And we'll cross it anyway. That looks fine. All right, we're going to tie it again. Oh, there we go. Hide my ends. There's one. And this one's a little bit short. Should have left it just a hair longer. I think we can do it though. We can do it. All right. Now, how quick and easy was this project? How cute is that? Put that in there. You could do either one, but we're going to put it through the first one and see what it looks like. Look at that. How cute is that? Let's see how Beth likes it. Beth. I think she took off to her room. Hold on. How do you like your Kindle cover?
Oh, it's so cute. It looks like a love letter.
So it just unfastens right there at the corner.
I love it.
You love it?
I love it.
All right, there you go.
Oh, that's so stinking cute.
Stinking cute. Uh-oh. Ah, we lost everything. Thanks everybody for watching my channel today. I hope you enjoyed the project as much as I enjoyed making it. It's a cute little Kindle cover and a great gift. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video for day 4 of the 14 Days of Valentine's. I'll see you tomorrow.